Once upon a time, in a cozy little room nestled within a quiet old house, there lived a little bunny. The room was painted in soft, soothing shades of green, and it was filled with all sorts of enchanting objects. Right by the bedside, there was a telephone with its cord all twisted like a noodle. The little bunny gazed at it and said, "Good night, telephone." On the other side of the room, hanging cheerfully, was a bright red balloon. It seemed to float in the air without any strings to hold it down. The little bunny giggled and said, "Good night, red balloon." Above the fireplace hung a framed picture, a picture of a cow jumping over a crescent moon. The little bunny looked up and whispered, "Good night, cow jumping over the moon." In the corner, there were 3 little bears, sitting comfortably on their chairs. One was big, one was medium, and one was quite small. The little bunny waved to them and said, "Good night, bears." Near the bears, there were 2 little kittens curled up and sleepy. Their fur was as soft as a whisper. The little bunny smiled and said, "Good night, kittens." Next to the kittens, there was a pair of mittens, one red and one blue, hanging from a hook. The little bunny reached out and touched them gently, saying, "Good night, mittens." On the windowsill, there stood a little toy house, with a tiny dollhouse inside it. The little bunny peeked inside and said, "Good night, dollhouse. Good night, toy house." Beneath the window, there was a young mouse, exploring and sniffing around. The little bunny waved and whispered, "Good night, little mouse." And nearby, on the dresser, there sat a shiny green comb. The little bunny combed its ears and fur, saying, "Good night, green comb." As the room grew darker, the little bunny snuggled down in its bed, surrounded by all these wonderful things. The soft, gentle light of the moon shone through the window, casting a warm glow over the room. The little bunny closed its eyes, feeling safe and loved, and whispered, "Good night, room. Good night, moon." And as the little bunny drifted into a peaceful slumber, the room filled with a sense of tranquility, and the moon outside continued to watch over it, keeping it safe and cozy through the night. And there, in the quiet room, the little bunny and all the objects said their good nights, one by one, until they were all wrapped in the comforting embrace of the night.